What about this now, Joy?
I'll keep that if you don't mind.
Joy, we've got little mini cups. They've never even been out the paper.
I like them though, they're nice. Letting things go, and that's hard. Because everything's got a story and a reason.
Joy, you've got a few pairs of the same gloves. So should we keep one pair and gift a pair, or?
Well, can I keep them both?
But she's not really willing to get rid of anything. And there's tens of thousands of items in there.
Braintree in Essex is a bustling market town that dates back to Roman times. And it's home to 69-year-old widow Barbara, who shares this house with 2 dogs, a cat and an enormous hoard.
Ugh. It makes me feel sick. It really does make me feel ill. I don't think I can specifically say I collect anything. Haha, another new thing. Got a brand new chainsaw. It's just anything. Espresso machine. Another new thing that I've never used. The middle aisle of Lidl. I can't let pass a bargain.
From the outside, the house looks like any other on the street, but inside it's a different story. The hoard has taken over the lounge, the extension, the kitchen, and upstairs is just as bad. With 2 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms crammed with clutter.
Got wardrobes full of clothes that have been there 20, 30, 40 years. I hate it. It's making me ill.
Barbara has lived here for 41 years, but she hasn't always been a hoarder.
To start with, everything was quite tidy. I diligently did the housework, kept it nice.
But 21 years ago, Barbara's life was shattered.
My life totally changed when I lost my son at the age of 18. No mother should bury their child. And that's probably when I got to the stage where I don't care.
His room was left untouched as Barbara's life fell apart. But she barely had time to mourn his death, as she was caring for husband Bob, who had motor neuron disease.
He was totally incapacitated in this time. He could barely talk, he'd just whisper. Once my husband died, I could then properly mourn for both of them. Come on, don't push me down, please.
Barbara realises she's reached the point of no return.
I need this help. For my own mentality, my own state of mind, I've got to get moving. Put that there.
She's at the end of her tether.
Ow, dusty dog. Oh, excuse me.
She wants to clear up, clear out, and move on.
The house for me is just too big. I really desperately want to move. So my aim really is to get sorted, downsize, and be happy.
To help Barbara realise her dream of downsizing is local estate agent Joe.
Hello, Barbara. Wow, it's a lot of stuff.
Ignore it, just look at the 4 walls.
Joe battles her way round
Oh, gosh.
and tries to come up with a valuation.
Wow. It's really bad. Oh, I'm quite shocked to see how much every room has accumulated. There's just so much stuff, so many clothes. It's not so bad structurally, I can see. It's really just stuff. Once the stuff has been cleared out, and that'll give a true picture and what the value could be.
Houses on Barbara's street can fetch up to £400,000. But how will her hoard impact the valuation?
Looking at the house, Barbara, if the property was on the market, you're probably looking at something like maybe 300,000
Is that all?
on the lower end. This is in the current state.
Oh,
Not what she wanted to hear. If Barbara is to gain top dollar for her property and realise the future she dreams of, she has no choice but to ditch the hoard.
there's a lot of potential, and hopefully once it's decluttered, we'll get a better price at the end of this.
Tyneside, England, watched over by the giant Angel of the North. And in this two-bed bungalow in South Shields, this giant hoard is watched over by 64-year-old shopaholic Joy.
Don't go far, and that's my life. You see, just going to shops. And I know it's a crazy situation, but it's just a situation that I'm in now.
In the last 10 years, Joy's shopping sprees have taken over. Every room in her small home is crammed with her prized purchases. The dining table has long since disappeared.
It's just a dumping ground. That's all the place has been, the dumping ground.
The bedrooms are overwhelmed.
It's just stuff.
Sleeping in a bed is a thing of the past.
You see, it's not good for your health to sleep on the sofa all the time, but, well, it's become the norm now.
The bathroom is buried.
I have a wash every day, but I've got to move things around.
And there's one room that's a complete no-go zone.
The last time I was in that room, I had to climb over stuff to get to that room. It's really out of control now.
And it's a room that might well hold the key to Joy's hoarding habit.
My hoarding got out of control when my father passed away. That was my father's room, really. It's just been a storage place.
Joy suffers from MS, which makes it hard for her to keep on top of her burgeoning hoard. And when things get too much for her, she heads to the shops.
I've always liked shopping. My dad likes shopping. It must be in my genes. When I'm in shops and I'm just on the crest of the wave, I scan into bargains. I know where bargains are. I bought that because it was half price. I got it home and it's a size 24 to 28. This was half price. I got all these half price. I haven't worn them yet.
With every room in the house packed full of bargains, Joy is overwhelmed.
It impugns my life. It's dangerous. I'm a fire hazard. It's a situation that's got to be dealt with. End of.
This is a joke. Ow.
Coming up, patience is running out in Essex.
I'm getting fed up.
Everything comes back in fashion.
Back in,
What I'll do, I'll click them.
through the outdoor,
Welcome to the life.
and confessions of a new hoarder.
I'm just unorganised and lazy.
Back in Essex,
Get out.
Barbara wants to clear her clutter
If I can't see it, it doesn't upset me.
and clear out. So she's called in Yvonne and Angela, better known as the Dust Demons.
From what we know, there's quite a bit to do. That excites us. The bigger the job, the merrier.
Hiya.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello.
You all right, my lovely?
Hi.
The minute, we're not too sure what lies beneath, but looking forward to
See what challenge we've got over the next few days.
Don't look anything like It's exciting, but it's also daunting because we just don't know.
My angels.
I've been called some things in my life, never an angel.
First up, the demons turned angels weigh up the size of the job.
God. A lot in it.
Look at all this. Look at all the tea bags.
She likes a cup of tea.
Oh, my life. This room's huge. Oh, my God.
Okay. Interesting.
Is that a room? I can't see the door handle. My God. I'm in, but help. Oh, my God.
got lots of clothes. More clothes than anyone can possibly wear. This is definitely a challenge.
Ooh. Right. Where do we begin? We've got a definite plan of action in our heads. We're going to work with you. We know what you want. It's going to be a hard slog, but together we can do it.
Up on Tyneside, it's day one of Joy's clearance. And she's already feeling apprehensive about what might lie ahead.
I'm very anxious because I've got to deal with my clutter.
And here to deal with it, crack cleaners Faye and Laura from Clean as a Whistle.
Hi, Jo, you all right?
Not so bad, thanks.
This is really difficult. I'll see if I can maybe get in a little bit.
First up, a quick look round.
I'm in, but I can't move. This is a kind of difficult Hoarders clean to deal with because everything is pretty much brand new. It's not things that are going to be easily binned. More bags. Oh, I'm starting an avalanche. Her joy in life is to go to the shops, and it's just really got on top of that.
It's time to report back.
I think what we need to do is every item that we find, sort out, is it bin, is it charity, is it staying?
I'm nervous and I'm scared, but I know it's got to be done. Be cathartic. Hopefully start a new beginning and start a new adventure in my later life.
With just 3 days to clear Joy's mountain of clutter, Faye is going in mob-handed.
Hi, Joy. We're going to have 3 ladies in here in your main living area, and we're going to have 3 ladies in the back bedroom so that we can try and get 2 rooms done at once. Back and back and back, we can just...
The cleaners prepare to divide the hoard. Some will be kept, some skipped, and some to...
Charity.
I'll put on my Christmas tree.
But from the off,
Can I just keep that for now, please?
Joy struggles to let go.
That's got nice buttons, I'll keep that.
Right.
That's a good colour to have, that.
So you would like to keep this one?
Yeah.
Before we started the clean, she was very much of the mindset, yes, take it all out. And all of a sudden, oh no, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that.
My hats for winter.
How many would you like to keep?
All of them. I've just bought them.
And a lot of the items in a hoarder's house are usually things that you can just bag up a plenty and get rid of. What about this now, Joy?
I'll keep that if you don't mind. It's just new. See, what's in the bags are new.
However, it seems every item that Joy's been hoarding is a brand new item. Little mini dog.
Yeah, it might be the little dog I lost.
All right, okay.
It's not just clothes that Joy is intent on keeping.
Joy, we've got little mini cups. They've never even been out the paper.
I like them though, they're nice. They can go in my little cabinet.
It's pretty much everything.
I want to be happy, but letting things go, and that's hard. Because everything's got a story and a reason.
Joy, you've got a few pairs of the same glove set. So should we keep one pair and gift a pair, or?
Well, can I keep them both?
She's not really willing to get rid of anything. And it's almost every item we've almost got to coerce Joy into, you know, weighing up the pros and cons and having a full discussion about every item. And there's tens of thousands of items in there.
But after hours of intense negotiations, is there a breakthrough in sight?
The stuff in the wardrobe, I'll be prepared to let go because I haven't used them. They say, somebody told me if you haven't washed something for 6 months, to let go.
Right, how many bags can we get out in a minute? Let's do 3 bags in a minute.
Well, I was nervous and apprehensive and anxious.
That's all right.
But it helped us realise we've got to let things go. It's hard, but it's like an all-togetherness, you know, like a all for one and one for all. You know, it's like a good camaraderie. Isn't that the word? Yeah.
Charity? Yes, right.
But Joy's spirit of camaraderie is short-lived.
They're comfortable.
And it's not long before the out pile is going back in.
Everything comes back in fashion. I might keep that. I wouldn't mind some of these, like. What I'll do, I'll keep them.
All of the things that we've put outside, she's now starting to sort of change her mind and want those items back that she's gotten rid of.
It's hard. I know I should be letting things go, but it's just hard.
The NHS estimate up to 2% of us have a hoarding disorder, with the average age of a hoarder being 50. But all hoarders have to start somewhere. And in this terraced house in the Welsh Valleys, 29-year-old Seth has the makings of becoming a full-blown hoarder. He shares the house and hoard with his new wife, Tanya.
She fell in love with my cooking. Probably why she married me.
He works nights in security and she's a cleaner by day.
We see each other for about an hour a day during the week.
Family is important to Seth, but his don't visit him anymore.
I love having family time. You know, it's one thing I do miss.
His mum, Paula, is at her wit's end.
Seth's home is nice and spacious, but unfortunately he's managed to fill it with rubbish.
She's worried that things are getting out of control and that it's only going to get worse.
Welcome to the life. You know, this is my seat here.
The dining room has become a dumping ground.
Somewhere buried under all this is a table.
The living room is a complete mess. The kitchen is too chocker to cook.
You know, I love my cooking.
But these days, Seth can't even get to the cooker.
We've been having a lot of ready meals. I had to take away quite a bit.
The bedroom is strewn with abandoned clothes and fast food debris.
I'm just generally unorganised and lazy.
Today, Seth's mum is taking a deep breath and venturing across the threshold.
Hi, Bab. It's only me. You are? I'd love to be able to come and have time with Seth, and Tanya, but it's awful. Oh, makes me cringe. Actually shaking, it's so... Oh. Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart that they're living like this.
Mum stages an intervention.
You weren't brought up living like this.
Yeah.
So, like, at home, you cooked, you cleaned, you ironed, you knew how to clean the kitchen, and now look at the state of your kitchen.
I know.
And hopefully we get back on track, and then you can keep on top of it then. You probably think I'm nagging.
As usual.
Mum's worried that if Seth keeps going down the hoarding path,
Coffee, 2 sugars, a Fanta clean cup.
his recent marriage might become a victim.
My biggest fear is Tanya. She's a lovely, lovely girl. I'm so glad Seth found her, but I am so worried that Seth is going to lose her. She was talking about going back to her dad's, and my biggest fear is that will happen if we don't do something soon.
So Paula sent out an SOS to cleaning experts, T and Kaz. Decluttering hoarders' homes is bread and butter to them, but this is a first.
28, 29, that's a very young age. I mean, the majority of hoarding issues we've had have always been 50s plus, that's the youngest we've come across, but not this age, so I'm quite intrigued by this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kaz and T are ready for action. What will they find under Seth's piles of rubbish?
That bill's over here. There's a method to my madness.
In Braintree, Essex, it's D-Day. Yvonne and Angela are suiting up ready for action.
I can't wait to get going with the decluttering. Ready, up and jumping. Can't wait, can't wait. What's the box? What about look like things like
This is going to be a keep pile. Then we've got another pile here which is going to be the rubbish pile that's going to be taken later.
Badminton racket, Barbara, do you still play?
Yeah, there should be a complete set.
As they start to divide things into the keep and bin piles, Barbara reveals even more hoard.
Good God. Another room of doom.
About an hour with
Yeah,
you
that's
today.
all right.
Barbara enlists the help of a friend to clear the rubbish from the garage.
Barbara's friend's turned up. She's going to help us sort the garage to make space for us for taking out things that we're saving, which is brilliant. We can crack on in here, organising, sorting and put a real dent into this.
But as the garage empties,
Because it will all be out of date.
not much of it is hitting the rubbish pile.
The keep pile is bigger than the rubbish pile.
I've not got nowhere to sit in the garden. I'm sitting on trainers.
Sit on that, would you?
I won't get rid of it.
With Barbara busy outside, Yvonne and Angela crack on inside. The rubbish pile is growing, ready for a man with a very big van at the end of the day.
We're getting really stuck into the living room. It's sort of taking shape. The rubbish pile is phenomenal.
But the rubbish pile has caught the attention of Barbara.
Bloody throwing that out. I'm chucking my daddy toys away. I'm getting fed up. Stuff is going without me being asked.
Things she wants to keep are disappearing
No.
into the back of the van.
Carrot page. This is a joke. Ow. Don't get asked. Is it chuck or not? It's going in bags and gone.
Disney programme, isn't it?
You're not seriously thinking about throwing this away? Of course I want them.
This is where it's getting tough. We've got guys here with a van. I don't want to send it away without filling it, but now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is where it's really hard.
Seen a couple of things that shouldn't have gone. Yeah, I get angry. This is a joke. But there, I'm one of these people that blow up and then it's gone again.
But by the end of the day, there's an uneasy ceasefire.
Good progress today.
I know it's been
It's
manic.
all right.
Yes, you've done amazing.
But as Barbara surveys the scene, she needs some reassurance.
So, day one is done.
Yeah.
You're still smiling. We're on a roll. We're gonna do this. You're gonna have your home back.
Right, gorgeous lady. It's been an interesting, hard, tiring day. She's sort of had phases of getting a bit fraught about what we're getting rid of, and then she's been all right. Made progress though. She's done really well.
So much to take in, so much has happened. Overwhelming. Very overwhelming.
Okay, see you in the morning.
Coming up, a girl can never have enough
Probably it's about 50.
coats.
50 coats?
Yeah.
Seth gives Kaz some culinary tips,
It adds a bit of flavour.
Wow.
and things get feisty in Essex.
Can the bits of car go? No! Bloody hell, leave that alone.
In South Shields, shopaholic Joy is struggling to let go of her hoard.
I'll keep that one, because it's brand new.
And there's one item in particular
Joy, I've got another haul.
that she seems reluctant to let go of.
We just don't have enough room for all of these.
I've got a thing about coats.
You could fill a room itself just with the amount of coats Joy has.
There's no way that fits you. It's huge.
It does. I'm going to keep it.
Gain another
I can't analyse it. I feel comfortable. I like coats. My thing.
They're very, very similar, both brown with fur on, so why don't you keep one and charity one?
I can't decide because I like them, and that's why I've got them.
She likes them so much, she could wear a different one every week of the year.
Probably it's about 50 coats.
50 coats?
Yeah. We just don't have the space, do we? Michelle, this one's for the charity shop, please. She just seems to love the coats. They're a bulky item to store, so that's really starting to worry me. We need to get rid of some.
Joy has created an emotional attachment to her hoard, especially the coats, making it hard to let go.
Do you want us to replace your current kettle?
No, because Joe should have a spare kettle. Can't do that a cup of tea.
If she's ever going to free herself, her behaviour will have to change. So she's meeting someone who has been on that journey. Ex-hoarder Mary.
Do you want to come in?
Ah, lass, I will. I'll come in.
Careful. It's a bit precarious.
Ah, everybody who needs this help is in a mess of some description, whether it's a little mess or a big mess.
It's awful really. She can't really manage to get through here.
I've done a lot of my hoarding and tried to build a wall around me so that no hurt and nobody could get through to it. Perhaps other people do similar or the same kind of thing.
Place for everything, and everything in its place.
And everything in the place it should be in.
It's just ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Why do you think you've ended up this bad, lass?
Oh, I don't know.
What makes you go shopping, for a start?
There's lots of reasons, isn't there? Loneliness, and it's company, and it's a happy place to be.
For the first time, Joy has met someone who understands her.
Honestly, it is a mess, but it can be sorted. Get rid of everything that you don't need.
There's lots of things I've wanted to keep.
You really need it? Are you going to use it?
I wouldn't really need it, no.
Then
Yeah.
you need to let it go, kid.
Yeah, I know.
Work on it.
Uh-huh.
And it is better for you, lass.
I know.
You feel so much better up here.
I know.
Right.
Thanks, Mary.
Joy's left to consider Mary's advice.
She just sounds like me. She's been through it.
You've made the best decision going, I'm telling you, lass.
Just giving us lots of encouragement, and I feel better for meeting her. You just can't keep everything.
And back at the hoard face, there's been another breakthrough. The barricade blocking her father's bedroom has finally been cleared.
If everybody grabs a bag, we get rid of as much as we can for 10 minutes, then we can have a 10-minute rest.
And hidden amongst the junk and clutter are some buried treasures Joy hasn't seen for years.
This was under mounds and mounds of stuff, because I think you'll love it. So it's a birthstone angel. Can you remember who you got it off? To Joy from Dad.
Oh. Your angel's heart sends you its love with all good wishes that come from above. And when you need help in love and care, your birthday angel will be there.
Is that from your dad?
Yeah.
Dad's long-lost gift to Joy has stirred up some happy memories.
What are you standing on?
Watch where you're standing, just in case.
Oh, you're getting in here, Joy. When was the last time you were in here?
Well, walking, I can't remember.
Well, there you go. We've cleared some space already for you.
She hasn't been in that room for years. This is the first time she's just been in the room, so it must be quite overwhelming for her, but it's really good for us. We're managing to get on really well.
So do you want to keep them or charity them?
They'll be expensive then.
They will be, yeah. I'm sure you'll make somebody very happy with them if you donated them.
It's been an emotional day that's brought some clarity and purpose for Joy.
I think this is a way of happy place and declutter. To start anew, start afresh.
Back in the Welsh valleys, 29-year-old Seth is showing early signs of hoarding.
That is not good.
As Kaz and T kick off the clean, they question why Seth can't do it himself.
You know, this is something they both could just do together. No, it's organisation, babe. It's just that the two of them are expecting each other to just... No, what I don't like is the tit for tat, as though they're lodgers. You know what I mean? Yeah. You didn't wash up,
You're
so
not doing it, so I'm not
doing it. No, but then that's the mentality, isn't it? But I would expect that out of teenagers, not grown adults. Yeah.
It's time for some tough love from Kaz.
So the two of you are sort of like, well, I'm working, so I'm going to leave it. He'll do it. No, I'm working, I need to sleep, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it for her.
Yeah.
This is both your homes. So it's an equal partnership. You can't make it a home if you don't work together
I know.
to make it a home.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just don't think of it as a job. When you come home from work and you've made a hot drink or whatever, just wash up the cup, or do you know what I mean?
I tend to use my cup for a couple of days before washing.
No, you don't.
It just adds
Stop it.
It adds a bit of flavour.
It's teamwork. That makes the dream work. But the point is, you've got to work together. And if you don't work together, this is the result. These young people can't organise themselves to get in the routine of doing normal domestic chores.
Back at the Hoard front, Kaz and T uncover a nasty surprise.
That's mouse droppings, definitely.
And it's not just mice that the newlyweds have been sharing their love nest with.
Oh.
But they're long dead. They've hatched.
Yeah, they were hatched and left it behind. I think it's maggots, OK? Then they would have cocooned and turned into a fly, probably flew away and left.
No, I think it's creepy crawlies.
The leftover larvae of creepy crawlies?
Yeah.
Either way, that's an insect. There's no excuse. So if they can sit down and play Xbox, they can tidy up their place.
Back in Braintree, time and patience are running out.
Can the bits of car go? No! Bloody hell, leave that alone! Jesus, now you've scraped it!
Mice have been in here, look. Shredded.
Whilst Barbara seethes, Yvonne and Angela take refuge upstairs. And Angela has made it through to Barbara's son's room. He passed away 21 years ago, and many of his things have remained untouched.
I think with this room, Barbara has just filled it full of things that she doesn't really use or need, and shut the door on it.
The death of her son was the catalyst to Barbara's hoarding. So bereavement counsellor Charlene Paul is paying a visit to try and help her overcome her issues.
How do you feel about having to do a declutter in Anthony's room?
They can tidy up the bedding and all that, but I am not touching anything that's his souvenir magazines. That doesn't get touched.
What does those items mean to you?
Him. He's played with them, he's read them, he's touched them. And I owe it to him to look after them.
I can see how upset and angry you're getting when you've just said, you know, it's his stuff and you want to make sure that you take care of his stuff.
I get this rage inside of me, and sometimes it doesn't take much to trigger it. It's part of me I don't like. I didn't used to be like this, and I don't like it.
When you do go through trauma, that trauma stays inside us, and this is where the anger's coming from for you. When you look at anger, see that as a secondary emotion. So consciously you're aware that, you know, I'm angry and this doesn't feel right for me, but the body gets so used to that trauma that's inside there, it wants more of that emotion, it wants more of that anger, unfortunately.
I miss Anthony so much, it hurts. Yeah, he never goes. He's there all the time.
Meanwhile, Angela has managed to clear a pathway into Anthony's room.
So come and have a look in the bedroom now, in Anthony's room.
It's the moment Barbara has wanted, but also been dreading. Is she ready to face the emotions that have been trapped behind his bedroom door?
Oh my good God. I found some things that I think you're probably nice to see them. Look what you... So his 1996 Arsenal calendar.
Yeah.
I found this is his exams from school.
Oh, this is always technical drawing work.
So what do you want me to do with this? Do you want me just to leave it as it is?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, please. I think it's going to be too much.
Yeah.
And that's his Michael. I gave him that when he was a baby.
You don't even smell any more of him, do you? I haven't got any of his smells. I can't bottle smells.
Put him on your bed. Oh, come here. Oh.
Back in Wales, after some tough love from Kaz, Seth is finally on board and they all push to get the house back shipshape.
I'll let you do the rest and I've softened it for you.
Yeah.
And he's even getting his hands dirty.
You are really determined, aren't you?
I am. I'm pleasantly surprised. I doubted him. And I doubted him because most hoarders say they'll do and they never do.
Soon the house is unrecognisable. The lounge, once a landfill of black bin liners and drinks bottles, is now a bright, airy space where Seth can entertain his family. But what will Mum make of it?
Wow. I actually got seats to sit down on.
The dining table, once buried and unused, is now rediscovered. The kitchen, once piled high in trash, now somewhere Seth can reignite his passion for cooking.
Oh, Seth, this is like... I can make a decent cup of coffee.
And the bedroom, that was a dumping ground of pizza boxes and energy drinks, is now a place that newlyweds might want to spend some time together.
I think it's really going to help the two of them as a couple and to learn to work together now as well, which will only make them stronger.
Kaz and T say goodbye.
Yeah.
Take care, darling.
Have a safe trip home. Oh.
You can see the difference in Seth.
He's much happier.
He's much happier, he's much confident.
It's like a weight's been lifted off him.
Yeah. You've given him back his home, so he'll have a long, prosperous and happy marriage in domestic bliss. That's all we can hope for.
Coming up,
this is a lovely bit of space you have here.
Barbara is quids in.
I would be remarketing this with a massive jump.
And an ode to joy.
The anxiety is gone because it's apprehension every morning.
And I love you all.
In South Shields, it's the last day of the clean at Joy's two-bed bungalow. While the team push on to the finish line, Joy is feeling a sense of relief.
The anxiety is gone because it's apprehension every morning. I'm in a good place. Hopefully. Positivity. Yeah.
After 4 hard days of sifting, sorting and shifting, years of hoarding has been donated to charity. And now Joy's house is ready to become a home. No more sleeping on the sofa. Joy has a bedroom.
Wow. Oh, I can't believe it.
The kitchen that wasn't fit for purpose is now clutter-free. The living room was a mountain of mess. Now it's unrecognisable. And her late father's bedroom, once hidden behind the wall of Joy's hoard, is rediscovered.
It's overwhelming. It's very kind.
It's absolutely amazing.
From the first day we went in, you wouldn't even think it was the same house.
It's unrecognisable, it really is.
Joy, got these. Just as a little way of saying well done for everything you've done. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
There's a lovely card for you as well. You're very welcome.
I really appreciate all you've done. And I love you all.
Well done.
Feeling very optimistic that Joy's now going to use our support network, our neighbours on our street. So I'm hoping now that she can reconnect with those, make friends and have a bit of a life back.
Joy's hoarding first began with the death of her father. Now the bungalow is clear, she can finally put his memory to rest and make the house her own.
It's starting to become my home. I'm very grateful. I mean, feel appreciated and go forward. It's been cathartic. It hasn't been easy, but a transformation from how it was before. I'm very grateful. It's my home.
Back in Braintree, it's the final day's clearance of Barbara's 4-bed home. But can 14 years of hoarding be turned round in just 3 days of decluttering? Estate agent Joe is back to look round with Barbara.
Hi, hello Joe. Hello, Bob.
Has all the hard work been worth it?
How are you? Come on in.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
The lounge, once nothing more than a narrow walkway from bedroom to kitchen, is back to its former glory.
That's amazing. It's like a different house. It's a very spacious lounge. I'm very excited to see the rest of the house.
The extension that was a dumping ground is now a second reception.
This is a lovely bit of space you have here. It's a massive space. This is such a nice room.
Whilst upstairs, the bedrooms piled high with hoard are now clutter-free and ready to impress potential buyers.
I wasn't expecting that. It's amazing. It's a really good-sized bedroom.
3 days ago, Joe valued Barbara's hoard-filled house at £300,000. Has the declutter increased its value?
I'm actually really shocked at how big this house is and how good the condition is, considering you had so much stuff everywhere. So I would be remarketing this with a massive jump. I would probably be very tempted to market this property over 400,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I've got all goosey.
Well, you know, you've made the house absolutely superb, and it's actually really nice. It's actually a very cosy home.
All the hard work has paid off, and with another 100 grand on the asking price, Barbara can think about moving on.
It's too big for me.
Right.
And I still, hopefully, I'll downsize.
That's good. So you'll start a new journey, new chapter of your life, and I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Thank you so much.
And the warring factions can finally make peace.
It's been a bit of a love-hate, hasn't it? I love what you've done. I haven't always loved how you've done it.
You've got so many memories here, Barbara. I get why things... Come on. I get why things got on top of her.
Lots of hugs, aren't you?
It's been fraught. I've felt emotional. She's got such a personality.
She has. Oh my God, she's got a
I actually
personality.
don't think I'll ever forget Barbara.
The girls were good. I'm glad it's been done. I hope to God I don't ever go back to any way of hoarding. It's mixed emotions. I asked for my home to be back to how it used to be, which it is. But it was a massive shock to the system. But I'm exhausted. All I want to do is sleep for days now.